Coming up on American Farmer. Using science and technology, growers have more options than ever before. Today, the adoption rate of precision agriculture practices continues to rise. In order to provide proper management for the tremendous volume of crops being produced today, the American farmer needs to have the best performance tools, and advancements and innovations in technology continue to transform the farming industry. All ahead in the next half hour.
Hi, I'm Charlie Cowan, producer for American Farmer. Coming up next, American Farmer explores precision technology and how it is shaping the future of agriculture.
Over the past decade, advancements in agriculture have focused on improving production on a per-acre basis through innovations in precision agriculture. Using science and technology, growers have more options than ever before. Today, the adoption rate of precision agriculture practices continues to rise.
It's important to educate growers on precision ag technologies because there's so many different solutions out there that growers have a choice with. It's no different than the seed market where there's different varieties, different technologies, and different seed companies that growers have a choice with. So in the technology world, we try to give them the different technologies, filter through which ones would fit their business and provide the best solution for that grower.
Crop Production Services believes precision technology will shape the future of agriculture. Their Echelon platform helps to give growers confidence in their decision-making, whether it be short-term, on-field decisions, or longer-term strategies.
CPS is a national company with a local feel, and being local, we're able to be more involved in a grower's day-to-day operations. So when it comes to technologies, we're able to find what's going to make him the most successful and also the most profits on any given farm and field.
Operating on 3 continents, the global experience of the Agrium Retail Network, the local expertise of CPS crop consultants, and the precision accuracy of Echelon provides growers with yield benefits and a unique opportunity to maximize their crop's potential.
Echelon is CPS's precision ag platform. With that platform, what we do is we collect many different layers as far as mapping, soil mapping, yield data, planting data, and then we're able to gather data off a grower's machinery, with that being yield data, planting data, and even as-applied data. And we bring it into our system and we're able to analyze it, and that system is what we call Echelon.
I rely on CPS pretty heavy to help me not only in the planning phase but in the execution phase. I look at farming as having a team. Everybody on the team has a specific duty and responsibility. CPS also has, I feel, a very strong technical group that is really leading the way in developing some of these technologies that they see that there's a need to have. I got a problem, I could either text them or call them and they'll get right back to me.
By using satellite imagery, statistics, and proprietary algorithms, Echelon's methods can maximize a field's potential. Echelon gives growers a deeper knowledge of their fields, which translates into higher yields and increased profitability.
Echelon is redefining the way growers farm because we're able to collect their data quicker and get it into one system, and we can determine their yield, their fertility, and their seeding and make variable rate recommendations off any given layer because we're able to gather that data quicker.
Today's farmers are bombarded with data from multiple directions, such as grid soil sampling, yield data, weather monitoring, precision field scouting, tissue sampling, aerial imagery, equipment data, record keeping, and reporting requirements. Echelon provides an easy way to manage and turn that data into profitable decisions. With Echelon, your data is guaranteed private and secure.
It's a single source platform where you can bring all your data, your planning data, your execution data, your evaluation data. You can bring it all in together in one single organizational platform and be able to retrieve it over the year's time. And not only me, but my input suppliers, and if I want my landlords to see it, I could show them,
New technology in Echelon allows CPS's crop consultants to analyze fields and determine a crop's yield potential with high-resolution satellite imagery. The local CPS crop consultant works with a grower to develop a customized variable rate fertilizer or seeding plan.
The crop consultants at CPS use the high-res in-season satellite imagery to determine the crop potential because it gives us the highs and lows in a given field. And what we're able to do with that high-res in-season image is determine a customized fertility plan along with the grower and crop consultant's input. With that customized fertility plan, we can make a variable rate nitrogen map or even a variable rate seeding map when we're getting ready for the planting season.
CPS's variable rate technology services enables growers to follow the 4 R's of crop input management: right source, right rate, right time, and right place. By using Echelon and working with CPS's consultants to develop a customized plan, growers apply crop inputs according to the 4 R's.
Echelon, here again, since it allows us to bring in information from many different data sources, it also allows us to correlate that data and give us a better, I feel, more sound prescription for our variable rate seeding, for variable rate nitrogen, and for variable rate dry fertilizer. I'm really excited about the thought that we're able to go out and not blanket apply nitrogen across all of our variable rate ground, that we're able to match the nitrogen needs to the corn needs. Economically, I'm putting the money where it's going to do the work. We all want the biggest bang for the dollar. We also take pride in doing the right thing economically and environmentally. And by variable rate nitrogen, we're able to do that very successfully.
Echelon connects the grower's equipment to his office, his vehicles, and his mobile devices. It integrates farm logistics while automatically organizing and updating farm records for easier management.
Telemetry in our Echelon program is tied through wireless data transfer. What wireless data transfer allows is the growers to send data to a cloud for us to access at a quicker time, so we're able to make a quicker decision when it comes to a fertility rec for that grower.
In addition, Echelon's compatibility with most major equipment and controller manufacturers enables growers to access and act on all their data in one place.
Science and technology definitely go hand in hand in the future of agriculture. Our growers are facing a monumental challenge to grow more and produce more to meet the world's increasing demands for food. And the future of technology in agriculture will enable us to collect more data points than we've ever had before. We'll need to make sure that they not only are able to incorporate and analyze this additional data, but also preserve and incorporate local knowledge and experience of the farmers and their trusted advisors when making decisions and recommendations.
With Echelon's precision services and CPS's global experience, growers have access to the best-in-class farm management solutions to maximize productivity and profitability on their farm operation. To learn more about the next level advantage of Echelon, visit www.echelonag.com.
Today, the American farmer must have the best performance tools in place in order to provide proper management to feed our growing nation. Learn more next.
As the world population continues to grow, the stressful demand of producing higher yielding crops with unexcelled quality becomes the challenge for the American farmer.
Technology is changing, the chemists are getting better, and where it was all used to be hand labor and all now, we've learned as we go along that to how to increase our yield and increase our quality.
Sunbelt, located in Hernando, Mississippi, offers a line of products that enables producers to reach higher yields while producing excellent quality crops.
Well, I've been in agriculture all my life and started Sunbelt in the 80s. I was approached by the chemist. He was working with a lot of turf, but he needed someone that knew farmers and could talk to farmers and So I ran some tests for a couple of years and liked what I saw from what products he had then. We've worked all across the South, directly with farmers, in the field with them, to get this quality that we needed. And that's been our biggest goal, has been to get good crop, higher yielding crops with higher quality.
Sunbelt's management tools help producers reach their goals of reaching consistent, high-quality yields year after year.
Well, we've noticed over the years our yields have run mostly from 15 to 20%, but we've had yield increases of 40 and 50%. We kind of zeroed in on cotton for a number of years, and then we've gotten, spread on out into vegetables, and we affect a lot of vegetable crops nowadays, but we affect, do all of ag, corn, wheat, rice, and even lawn grasses and turf and horticultural plants.
I started working with Sunbelt. It's been very successful. The key thing is the quality of the products as well as the production increase. When you can take a base fertility program and add some of these specialty products and up yields by a half bale per acre or 1,000 pounds in grain or what have you, and as well as even working with vegetables, they have a better shelf life and just a better quality in general. That's what we're looking for.
My customers are seeing the yield increases and the quality increases. I'm able to take vegetable customers out in the field at harvest time, and we're able to sample the produce and see the difference in the taste. And it's obvious right there in the field, the difference in the taste and the quality of the vegetable crop.
This is my garden, and I grow vegetables for the local farmers market here. I have used Sunbelt products for quite some time now, and I can see the results. We use Convoy to get the foliage and to make it really grow. We use Saturn to set the blooms, and it keeps them producing. You want things to produce as well as taste good. We also use Apollo, which also helps with growing. My tomatoes are just unbelievable for the taste. I have customers say that they will not buy any tomatoes from anybody else but me because I have the best tasting in the whole market. Everything's just been fantastic. The lettuce, the squash, just grows crazy.
Sunbelt products are primarily auxiliary nutrient compounds containing major secondary and micronutrients as a base carrier with naturally occurring biostimulants that help the crop realize its maximum genetic yield potential in the environment in which it's grown.
Colorplex is a humic. It's designed for the soil. It helps release the nutrients that are tied up in that soil. It helps the tilth of that soil. It helps the water holding capacity of that soil. And the plants just seem to thrive on it. And almost all land I've ever seen can benefit from the use of Colorplex.
I think the Cultiplex is probably the best product I probably have in my entire organization that we use. I mean, we use a lot of fertilizers and we tried a lot of different things. But Cultiplex, we've started on our cotton to try to help the root rot. Then we started putting it on some of our wheat seed. And between the talc and the Cultiplex, I've had cotton up almost where you could row it in 3.5 days. That's one of the most important things about agriculture. If you can't get your crop up to get it started, it doesn't matter how much money you've spent. And we started impregnating the Cultiplex on our wheat, and it's getting our wheat up earlier also.
Maximus Talc by Sunbelt provides faster germination and emergence of plants.
Well, Maximus talc is a premium talc with a combination of micronutrients that are essential to plants when they're beginning the growth process. The talc, of course, part of it is a flow agent in the planter that could prevent sticking and so forth, just to have a better, more consistent population. But then you combine that along with the micronutrients and so forth, it's basically like a starter fertilizer for those plants.
Sunbelt products are designed and formulated for use where good soil fertility programs are in place to enhance the benefits that can be realized with other valid practices, products, and sound management programs.
We can come into a farm with Sunbelt products, and we don't just approach it as a single product, we approach it as a program. So we're using multiple Sunbelt products where we like to start with the talc, go in with the colony, the Cultiplex, Apollo, Focus, whatever the plant needs and whatever the soil needs. And as a result, we're helping increase the efficiency of the soil and the plant to where we're seeing the ability to grow more production with less fertilizer and less water in many cases.
As a leader in organosilicone surfactant technology for spraying of agricultural crops, Sunbelt has enabled customers to receive faster and more effective results from their spray applications.
The Spraymaster is a one product surfactant and all you need on the farm. Sure, you may need a water conditioner or a drift guard type product, but as far as an actual surfactant, Spraymaster works great, and depending on what type of product you're putting out and what the situation that you're addressing, you know, we run anywhere from 1 ounce to 4 ounces of Spraymaster per acre with the chemistry, whether it be fertilizer or chemical, and have absolutely superb results. I've seen giant sunflowers taller than me almost dead the next day after application, whereas using some of the other surfactants, you just don't see that kind of result.
Focus, another product from Sunbelt, is a proprietary blend of highly active soil surfactants to aid water penetration into the soil profile.
When you open that soil up, you get your moisture and your water down deeper into the root zone where it should be. If the soil is not opened up enough and porous enough, your water will run off and you lose your water and lose your moisture. The focus opens it up and gets the moisture down deep, and therefore it helps the plants down in the root zone where the plants need it. And then when hard times come, like the heat of the summer and so forth, the root zone is down deep, and the plants don't suffer as much. That helps relieve that stress that normally we have every year.
Rather than growing excessive stalk and foliage, Sunbelt's products put the plant to work and cause the plant to produce the best quality high yields possible.
You can't take one product and put it on every crop. The crops are different. Apollo 90 is for cotton, Apollo 60 is for corn and grain sorghum, Apollo 30 is for rice and small grains and soybeans. They are all related. They are a nutrient spray with biostimulants. Convoys for vegetables, but your root crop vegetables need a different type. We have Salute that works on your root crops. Sweet potatoes, onions, Irish potatoes, any root crop. You know, we use Salute on them. Saturn is for any blooming plant, even flowers, all your horticultural plants. We've got Foliar XT, it's great on most plants. It is almost a universal plant product. We've got some that's designed for grass. You take our lawns, our lawn grasses now take a different product than say corn does. Then we've got Maximus talc that we use and it's the start of everything. We put it on the cottonseed. Being an old equipment dealer, we were using talc to keep the seed from sticking to the seed plates. Because if seed sticks, then you got a skip in the field, and skips don't help you yield any. So I got the chemist to put this technology into a premium grade talc, and we can get a lot faster emergence from the plants and get a lot more plants up, where we have increased plants from 14 to 20%.
Sunbelt's roots are buried deep into the fertile soil of agriculture. The company shares in the hope for agricultural success and are dedicated to providing the best performing products possible. For more information, call the numbers on your screen.
If you have a product, service, or technology that is impacting the industry and want to be considered as a featured guest, call the number on your screen and ask for Charlie, or email me at the address below.
Early ditch digging technology began to change in the late part of the 19th century as a need for wider ditches surfaced. At that time, buck scrapers and slip scoops were used to unearth soil. These horse-drawn contraptions allowed a team of men to move larger quantities of earth a greater distance.
Back when I was a young lad, the only way we really had of draining surface drainage on our ground was to use a slip scraper, which was a scraper with just a round flat surface on the bottom and round on the sides and 2 levers. Oh, that was very, very hard manual work, dangerous also. That was the good old days.
Today, advancements and innovations in technology continue to transform the farming industry.
We used to put our waterways in with bulldozers. It was just time consuming. The biggest complaint as far as putting them in with bulldozers is getting the dirt spread out far enough out of the waterway so water can get into the ditch where you want it to go.
Usually you got 2 or 3 operations going on if you're trying to bulldoze it out and spread it.
And you always had the piles of dirt out in the field that you have to later on deal with.
The soils on our farm are very poorly drained, and for years farmers have put in random surface drains, first with a moldboard plow, then with a small rotary ditcher, all of which have a problem. When you're crossing them, you bounce across them. And when the new rotary ditchers, new back then, small rotary ditches that fit on a 3-point hitch came out, you could work the field and then go back and put in the random ditches. So it was never a question of whether you would or wouldn't, you just had to do it. It was part of your tillage operations and planting operations.
Dynamic ditchers, located in Manitoba, Canada, created a solution to the problem many farmers were facing when ditching their fields to control runoff.
The need for the Wolverine came from just growing up on the farm and using scrapers to do our surface drainage. And it was always a cumbersome job, and it took a long time. And that's where Dad came up with the idea of, having this machine that would still work like a scraper as far as cutting a flat bottom. He wanted a machine that would throw the dirt to the left and the right, and he wanted something that had shear protection on the machine to protect the ditcher and the tractor.
The Wolverine even works well in heavy clay soil because of its innovative patented design and heavy-duty construction.
The ability to work with the Wolverine in heavy clay soil was something that took us quite a few years. The drive line was built heavier to handle that load. The way the mud feeds in with the paddles was changed. We looked at the different speeds of kicker shaft, the paddle design, all those things had to be changed. We now have a machine that it doesn't matter how wet the soil is, how heavy the soil is, it'll feed it in and it'll throw it out just the way you want it.
The Wolverine Extreme spreads the topsoil that gathers at the bottom of terraces back up into the field faster and easier than any other machine. Additionally, the paddles on the kicker shaft feed in the corn stalks or heavy trash that can end up beside the terraces. For more information, visit www.dynamicditchers.com or call the number on your screen.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Leader Evaporator, headquartered in Swanton, Vermont, is the largest U.S.-based manufacturer and supplier of maple sugaring equipment and supplies. Evaporators manufactured by the company incorporate state-of-the-art technology, including fully welded food-grade stainless steel systems, high fuel efficiency, and automated controls. With a rich history in maple syrup manufacturing, Leader Evaporator constantly strives to offer new products to meet the ever-changing needs of modern maple producers. The importance of sulfur for crop production has been recognized for many years. Today, sulfur is increasingly becoming the nutrient of focus. Introducing Sulfur Plus, a revolutionary input that enhances nutrient uptake of other fertilizers, mitigating runoff while boosting yields.
Sulfur Plus offers us something that we haven't had before.
It's a recycled product that cleans up the environment and adds to our production here on the farm.
Sulfur Plus is one product for all crops, and corn, soybean, wheat, and vegetables all respond to its benefits. Today's dairy farmers take pride in producing a wholesome, nutritious product. Michigan Milk Producers Association has been a leader in milk marketing for nearly a century. The Michigan Milk Producers Association's sustainability mission is to produce wholesome, safe, and high-quality dairy products to feed a growing population in an environment that provides the best possible care for our animals, our land, and our families. For more information, visit www.mimilk.com.
Starts with a family, planting a little seed. Say a prayer that the roots grow deep, 'cause it's all grown naturally. Our home is here in the heartland, where we work and earn these calloused hands. Generations of dedication and honor. The American farmer. There's new ways of harvesting, same crops, bigger machines. Working hard is an everyday thing. that's the way it'll always be. Our home is here in the heartland, where we work and earn these callous tans. Generations of dedication and honor, the American farmer. Generations of dedication and honor, the American farmer, the American farmer.
Thanks for joining us today on American Farmer. Until next time, I'm Charlie Cowan.
For more information, visit AmericanFarmerTV.com.